And it's Dixon Dividing on Talk 99.5 and Talk995.com, 9:06 our time. 'Tis the 13th of July of 2026. Got about a half and half chance of rain today, 84 for a high. 65% tomorrow, 81. 50% on Wednesday, 85 for a high. Overall, we're looking at lower to mid-80s and a better than average chance of rain day in and day out, at least for the first part of this week. I'm Richard Dixon. Valerie Vining is here. Steve West is here. We got Phil Carter in the traffic center.
Phil.
Yeah. He's
Well,
here
traffic
to
is
tell us what's
always
going on out
happy.
there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll tell you, there wasn't that much this morning either. I was kind of shocked. I was like, wait a minute. I thought that was just because of 4th of July week.
No,
But apparently,
a lot of it's kids out of school and people taking vacations outside of July 4th.
that's a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
Things are usually a little lighter.
You people stay on vacation. Stay out there. Listen on the app, of course, while you're gone.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to, screw that up. But got a big commercial absolute land auction in Pell City. Make sure you make it back for this because it is coming up this Thursday. There are no minimums. There are no reserves. It's 34 or so commercial acres with incredible zoning on Highway 231 and Stenley Bridge Road. That's a big prominent intersection. You'll see the Publix is there. 15,000 cars pass by this area daily, and this piece of property has been in the same family for 70 years and has never once been developed. Absolute auction. That's coming up this Thursday. You can find out more at gtauctions.com. You can also find out about the one that's taking place next week in Argo, Alabama. It is hot, man. I'll tell you what. Once again, the highest bidder, absolutely 13,000 square foot building, 65 Angus Street, about 300 feet off US 11, just a minute from exit 148 on I-59. This is one of these places, big old business, got roll-up doors on it, warehouse, production area. Layout is ideal for multi-tenant use if you decide you want to turn it into an income property. And once again, this is July 23rd, and you can find out more about it by going to gtauctions.com. They have another one on July 23rd as well, and that is in kind of the same area, 31 plus or minus acres on Argo Margaret Road, also very close to US 11. So all of these are at gtauctions.com. The one this Thursday in Pell City, and then the other two that are, Argo Margaret sort of areas. You need to go to gtauctions.com to find out more about it. And if you want to put something up for auction, then this is the place that you would go to do it. gtauctions.com, gtauctions.com. All right, we're done with the upbeat, happy stories. Let's go ahead and talk about these deaths that have taken place. NBC action show daytime soap star dead at 80. We're talking about Randolph Mantooth, a.k.a. John Gage from Emergency.
John. Yeah. Loved him on that show.
Johnny Gage.
I'll talk about it more fully here in a minute.
Well, I'm not going to steal your thunder.
Oh, I appreciate that.
I can't hear the name Mantooth without thinking about Anchorman and Rex Mantooth, played by Vince Vaughn. He was the rival anchor to Will Ferrell. And I don't know why, but that's such a great name, Mantooth, Rex Mantooth. We also lost 60s pop music hitmaker. His name was from Gary Puckett and the Union Gap. Gosh, I love them.
Wheatbread.
Young girl, get out of my life. Paul Wheatbread, yes. Drummer for the 60s hit-making pop group Gary Puckett and the Union Gap. He is survived by his brother Peter Pumpernickel, which is... whose last name is Wheatbread?
I don't know. It's very weird. When I saw wheat, I was like, tell me the second part of it isn't bread. I was like, it is says wheat bread.
Music was the heartbeat of Paul's life. A post-red, a gifted drummer from an early age. He played with 7 bands, including The Hard Times, before signing success with Gary Puckett and the Union Gap. He later spent several years performing with Flash Cadillac and the Continental Kids, doing what he loved most, sharing his gift of music with audiences everywhere. Whether he was on stage or behind the drums, Paul poured his heart into every performance. Flash Cadillac and the Continental Kids. Were they the band in American Graffiti? I want to say. Maybe not.
Wow. you would know before Steve and I would know?
No, that's why
I don't
Steve
know.
is,
Steve knows a lot of trivia.
Yeah, Steve is looking it up for us right now because that's
I don't
how I
know
came
about
out.
that.
Known for their appearance as the band Herbie and the Heartbeats in the 1973 film American Graffiti.
Oh, I'm good. Am I not good? I'm so good. How about that? Just off the top of my head, I pulled that out. You know why? There's nothing else up there. No hair, nothing. Nothing to stop the thoughts from just coming right through.
They also appeared in a 1975 episode of Happy Days. They were called Johnny Fish and the Finns.
Did they ever appear anywhere as Captain Geach and the Shrimp Shack Shooters?
Gracious.
Yikes. Mick Jagger says fans don't want political lectures at concerts. You know, he got wind of Springsteen's anti-Trump speeches, and he was like, "That's not what people want to hear, mate." Was that a good
That's
Jagger?
pretty good.
That was
yeah.
not a good Jagger.
You know, Jagger was at the Miami soccer tournament
I
over the weekend. Did
saw
you
it.
see him?
Well, of
It's
course.
like Jagger's there.
He was watching his beloved England beat Norway. Was very excited about it. And I got to say,
Beckham, too.
he looks good, man. I mean, for
Not
83
bad.
years old, he's obviously in great shape. He can still run back and forth across the stage. But I remember when I was a kid, I think I was in sixth or seventh. I must have been young. My brother was still home. My brother left for West Point, 74. The Rolling Stones came to town to Minneapolis. They were on tour. This was back when they had the whole band. And tickets were insanely priced for that time. You know, $50, $60, which was insane in 1974. A good band ticket would cost you $12.50. I mean, that was
the going rate.
That was going to be a big show. $12.50. That's what I paid to see Boston, and we were kind of like, this seems like a lot of money to see
What
Boston.
I paid to see the Police in 1983.
Yeah. It was really, the Eagles that screwed everything up when they did their comeback tour, and they said, we're going to charge $200 a ticket, and people are going to pay it, and they did. And then everybody else said, we should charge $200 a ticket, and they did, and people paid it. But here was this, the world's most dangerous band, right? So-called, the Rolling Stones, coming to town, Minneapolis, $50, $60 tickets. There was a story on the news, and these older folks, to me, everybody was old. I was 9. So obviously everybody was old to me. And they're like, I've got to buy tickets, so this might be their last tour. I don't want to miss this. 1974.
Here we are, 2026.
And when the Steel Wheels tour came, I was working in Montgomery, 95.1 The Fox, and we got tickets. And they were floor seats. They were nice. And we had a big contest and did some very cool stuff with it. And I was like, I got to see them. This might be their last tour.
Here we go.
That was in 1990. That was in 89.
Yeah.
That was 89, the Steel Wheels tour. That was the last tour, by the way, where they were all a band. Bill Wyman was still with them at that point. The next tour, Voodoo Lounge, they came back around to Birmingham, played Legion Field again. Bill Wyman had already left the group, and they began chipping away at it a little bit at a time, and now they're just down to 3 guys. Well, 2.5.
I remember the Legion Field show. We did several radio contests at that point.
Oh, yeah.
Make a sign and we'll give you, fifth row tickets or whatever it was. And that was big fun.
Yeah. Back when radio stations used to get concert tickets.
Yeah. I mean, we'd have 50, 100 tickets to give away to shows like that.
And the first concert that I was a part of that we didn't get to give any tickets away to? The Eagles. They ruined everything.
They really did.
Damn you, Don Henley. Damn you, Glenn Fry.
No free anything.
Rot in hell.
Nothing
I'm just
for
kidding.
you.
Don't rot in hell. Young Washington has now officially defeated Supergirl at the box office. It has made more money.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. In the United States, to be fair, it's domestically. I think Supergirl made more money overseas. But, yeah, wow, that's a kick in the teeth, man, to have this movie that was made with a $20 million budget, and you've actually managed to step up with, a pretty good Rotten Tomatoes score, and audiences coming out, and the word of mouth is spreading, and people are digging it, man. They're loving it. So
might need to go see it then, Young Washington.
They've already got a sequel
Supergirl.
that is lined up. Very excited about that. 1776 is called, not the musical, which is a shame.
I'm glad it's doing well.
Me too. I like Angel Studios. I know that Debbie said some things about it that were, less. And look, every one of their movies is not going to be a home run.
No.
They've
done quite a few good things.
They've done some very good ones.
Have.
They've done some that are questionable, like any studio would, But they're also picking up the pace, and they're churning them out a little bit faster. What it reminds me of is when Touchstone Pictures first came out, Disney's more adult version, their brand, and they were like, we're gonna set aside an entire section, and it's just going to call it Touchstone, but it's still going to be Disney, but it's not going to be cartoons, it's not going to be kiddie movies, it's not going to be nature documentaries, it's going to be their first 5 or 6 movies, all just boom, every one of them hit it out of the park, and every one of them had a nice low budget and made back all their money very, very quickly. Then what happens is you begin experimenting, and the next thing you know, 3, 4, 5 years down the road, you make $150 million movies just like everybody else. Mm-hmm. And you go, well, you lost what made you special, man. Netflix is considering live TV to try to retain their dwindling viewership. First off, Netflix viewership is not dwindling. It's still the number one streaming service. And still the one, when asked, everybody says, that's the one I'd keep. Mm-hmm. You have to lose all of your streaming services except one. Which one are you keeping? Netflix.
Probably Netflix, yeah.
Every time.
They seem to
and these things waver. I mean, they'll go up and they'll go down. It just ebbs and flows.
Plus, they already do have some live stuff. I mean, they had the Ronda Rousey fight. That was live.
Mm-hmm.
They had, I saw the Home Run Derby was on there the other day. Isn't that? Or is it yet to come?
It's supposed to be tonight. It might be on
Okay,
Netflix.
It is on Netflix. I saw, Kobayashi and Joey Chestnut last year. Have a hot dog eating contest. They did that live. I know.
The almost fight between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson.
Almost. It was very close to being a fight. It was like a tickle boy. It was a sissy boy slap fight is what it was.
Sissy boys? Did you just call them
Sissy
that?
boy slap fight.
Ooh.
Did you see it?
Kind of a joke. Nonetheless, it's funny to me that everybody turns away from live TV and goes to all these streaming things. And then the number one streamer is like, you know what might help us? Live TV.
It does seem funny when you said that live TV.
Like,
I was like,
everybody moves away from burgers and goes to Chick-fil-A, and then Chick-fil-A's like, we ought to serve burgers. No, you should not.
Do what you do best.
9:18 with Dixon and Vining, and Steve Gets a Turn is coming up next. Who wants to hear the Jeff joke of the day? Don't everyone jump at once.
All right, give it to us.
All right, here it is.
Let's hear it.
What kind of pants does a ghost hunter wear? Just a pair of normal jeans. Pair of normal jeans.
Pair of normal
jeans.
Whoa, Steve is really pondering this
Nothing.
one.
No crickets, no rim
Nothing.
shot, no nothing.
Not even saying a word.
All right, let's do this instead, huh?
It's Steve's turn.
So we learned that on Friday, actor Randolph Mantooth passed away. He was born Randy DeRoy Mantooth, September 19th, 1945, Sacramento, California. Oldest of 4 kids whose father, full-blooded Native American. Graduated from San Marcos High School, where he began acting in school plays, went on to Santa Barbara City College before he got a full scholarship to the American Academy of Dramatic Arts in New York City. While he was there, he chose to keep his unique last name, but decided to go with a more formal Randolph as his first name. Got parts in plays off-Broadway to begin. One of those roles, however, Gar in the play Philadelphia Here I Come, not only got him an award for Best Actor, caught the attention of a talent scout at Universal Studios, prompted to move back across the country to California. Began getting guest roles in TV shows like Marcus Welby, MD, McCloud, Alias Smith & Jones, before he got a spot role in Adam 12, and it prompted the production company, Mark 7 Limited, and the show's creator, one of them anyway, Jack Webb, to cast him in their upcoming show about the LA Fire and Rescue Squad, number 51, show titled Emergency. Played paramedic John Gage in the show for the entirety of its 6-year run. He and his co-star Kevin Tighe actually sat in on paramedic classes, rode with the LA County Fire Department, and the show's producers, including Jack Webb of Dragnet fame, wanted them to train with the paramedics as well. Mantooth was later asked if he and or Tighe had ever actually become paramedics, and he replied that there was a written test that one had to pass, and he had never taken it. Admitted that, quote, if anyone has a heart attack, I'll call 911 with the best of them. Reports were that the show prompted a whole lot of municipalities to understand the importance of having paramedics. And from when the show started, with only a reported 10 cities having paramedics on the payroll by the time the show ended, over half the residents in the United States of America were within a 10-minute ride from a paramedic squad. Big time. Mantooth also got behind the camera for 2 of the 129 episodes as a director, and said that after the show ended, he was offered a chance to join the LA County Fire Department, but decided to continue on with his acting career. Still a pretty decent choice, because even though he didn't get a regular job necessarily after Emergency, he latched onto the cast of a couple of short-lived shows in Operation Petticoat and Detective School. From there, kind of back into guest starring roles, shows like The Love Boat, Battlestar Galactica, Vegas, on into the 80s. Well-known TV shows like Dallas, Murder, She Wrote, and LA Law. In the late 1980s, spent 3 seasons on the daytime soap opera Loving, left the show in 1990, returned in 1993, and that character would actually also do some crossover shows with One Life to Live. Continued working in soap operas actually well into the 2000s, while also continuing to get guest starring roles in primetime shows, and found work on stage as well. His 2012, he and his Emergency co-star Kevin Tighe got presented with honorary Chiefs helmets by the LA County Fire Department for their service honoring firefighters and first responders through inspiring many kids to become firefighters, EMTs, or paramedics. In all, Mantooth starred or guest starred in some 90 different TV shows. The last was an appearance in the 2011 series Sons of Anarchy. Also was in 9 movies, the last of those rather low-budget horror film in 2013 called Killer Holiday. Mantooth was married twice. The first ended in divorce. He and Kristen Connors got married, and they stayed married until his passing. Back in 2015, noted he'd been diagnosed with cancer, said, though, that he had completed his treatment and got cleared. But on Friday, we learned about his passing. The cause of death listed complications from pneumonia at a hospice facility in Southern California. Randolph Mantooth, 80 years old.
Randall.
And as Tanya said, and she texted us this morning, Randolph was my first crush. And if you watched Emergency back then, yeah, that I would tend to agree with Tanya.
Young, good-looking guy.
Really cute.
The father being full-blooded Indian makes a lot of sense now. I never knew that.
Yeah,
but
he actually became quite active in Native American situations, and you know, stuff that was very, very important. He was quite the activist later in life too.
Emergency was probably the best of that set of shows that Jack Webb was responsible for. Obviously, Adam 12 was one of them. He did this one. There was one other. What was it? I can't think of it off the top of my head. But yeah, he was notorious for these kind of short, clippy shows.
They were great. They were perfect.
But this one was almost more lifelike. A little realer than some of the other shows that he was. Maybe because he didn't have his hands all the way into it. Yeah, his stuff was. So, I'll tell you one thing. What's that? You know the guy? Yeah. I bet I'll never do that again. Yeah. Like
What?
Did we really have to take a half a minute to do that? Can we not have just said, I bet that guy will never do that again? That's the whole line. Let it go. 9:30, Dixon and Vining, Talk 99.5, talk995.com. Get a little food talk coming your way. Get ready to get hungry. 9:35, Dixon and Vining, Talk 99.5, Talk 98.95.com. Thanks a whole heap and helping for being with us throughout the course of the week with the 13 hours of live and local programming that we do every single weekday here. We, of course, will be wrapping up in about half an hour, and we hand things off to Skippy and Jimbo. Skippy and his little pal Jimbo, his little sidekick. Yeah, I'm not trying to trivialize his little sidekick here.
Yeah, I'm working on some T-shirts that say that on it.
Skippy and Jimbo?
Yeah.
I like it.
The Skippy Jimbo show.
I bet they'd love that.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
well, they had matching T-shirts on
Yes,
Friday that
yeah.
said the line.
uh-huh.
So I was
I
like, well,
found
maybe
that
we could do
I found that highly questionable and borderline homosexual. But anyway, you know what? They can do whatever they want. That's their business. It's their little 3-hour show. I'm not trying to trivialize their little 3 hour. Oh, it's a 4-hour
show.
It's actually
Yeah,
4,
don't
yeah.
shorten it.
No, I only listened to the first 20 minutes of it because I always want
That's
to hear
it?
what kind of mood he's in. Yeah.
That kind of sets it.
That's what I call
Mm-hmm.
it. You know what I'm doing during the first 20
Yeah.
minutes of it. We're one studio over putting a promo
That's right.
together.
We can hear the whole
I know,
thing.
yes, we can. Right through the walls. Think they would have built this place a little more
That-
soundproof.
Do that horn.
Yes.
There are days I want to walk down the hall and knock that out of his hand.
Oh,
But I
man.
love them.
Oh,
I love them.
people love them, man. I tell you what, I hear from folks all the time. They're just like, what the hell are you
I'm
people
like,
thinking?
Steve, Richard, let's
yeah.
focus on the promo.
Kind of hard to with all that noise over there.
9:37. Let's focus on getting out on the lake on a Rodney's Marine boat. We're talking about a Silver Wave or a Starcraft pontoon or Tritune that is Suzuki powered, of course, with in-house financing, great low monthly payments, and all the accessories you could ever possibly hope for, plus service after the sale. When it comes to Suzuki Power and their 5-year warranty, you can't go wrong. There's a reason why Rodney and Kimberly rely upon Suzuki. It is the best in the business, and they have been selling them for 15 years now. They know a thing or two about it.
Yeah, Rodney's is one of the largest Starcraft and Suzuki dealers in the state of Alabama. If you go by Rodney's Marine, you'll understand that Rodney knows what he's doing, not only from those that work there, the guys that are servicing these boats, but the boat selection that they have. If you've not been there, go by and at least take a look at what he's got, the Starcraft and Silver Wave pontoon, Savannah Center consoles, and the Suzuki engine that he believes in because he's dealt with them pretty much his whole life, knows that they're quiet and fuel efficient, and they've got a great warranty that comes with it as well. So go by and see Rodney. You got lots of time left for the summer, and when we get into the fall, there's still plenty of months there where you can get out on a boat and enjoy it. So that's the nice thing about living in Alabama. Get your boat today at Rodney's Marine, located right there off of Highway 231 in Cropwell, 525-1500. Check out their website, rodneysmarine.com, and they're also on Facebook.
We love these guys, and you will love them too. Yeah, okay, so let's take a look at some of the stuff that's going on. How about Dairy Queen closing some locations? I'm sorry, what?
Yikes.
What now?
I know of one.
Which one?
The one down by the Lowe's in the Brook Island Shopping Center on 280.
Oh,
Well, that's a shame.
that's a shame. Yeah, closing at least 46 locations nationwide, Texas taking the biggest hit after the chain operator Project Lone Star refused to renovate its restaurants, which got them iced out of the DQ family. Between February and March alone, 42 Texas locations shut down, leaving Lone Star cravers to fend for themselves. In Alaska, 3 DQ locations in Anchorage, Wasilla, and Palmer all shuttered at the start of July, leaving the 49th state with just one blizzard maker left. According to the Anchorage Daily News, the lone location is in Soldotna. I saw it. I was there. A small city with just 4,332 residents and 200 protected acres for bears, moose, caribou, and wild sheep. Beautiful place, really, if you get the chance. I know there's a lot of Alaska to see. Soldotna is such a wonderful place. A lot of mountains, wonderful wildlife. Just, I loved it there. But I did, as I was driving through town, we're in Alaska. Who the hell's going to Dairy Queen?
Guess
Yeah.
depends on how bad you want a blizzard.
Yeah, well, I mean,
They can
it's,
serve those year-round and not worry about them melting.
it's surprisingly warm for a few months there. You know, you wouldn't think so.
Months or weeks?
Months, actually, a few months. Meanwhile, in Great Falls, Montana, a Dairy Queen that's been open for 30 years chose to go dark on June 13th after nearly 4 decades. There's no use crying over a spilled milkshake, though. The DQ owner, Steve Galloway, is pivoting to a fast casual Mediterranean restaurant instead.
From DQ to Mediterranean. Wow, that's a switch.
He's
Slight
a-
switch, yeah.
Ooh, I got whiplash. There's one not that far away from my house, and I don't go to Dairy Queen very often. In fact, it is very, very rare. But when I do want to, I really want to, I don't want to have to drive to the end of the freaking earth. So I hope that one stays open. It seems like every time I drive by, there's quite a line
Well, that's good.
in the
a
drive-through.
positive,
So I'm
yeah.
like, yeah, that seems good.
Mhm.
But I mean, one time when I hadn't had a burger in probably 4 or 5 months, I just suddenly got a craving, and I decided DQ was the place that I absolutely had to go. And I'm sure it was because I hadn't eaten one in so long, but that was the best burger like I'd had in forever. Like it was. I forgot how good DQ burgers. It was a double burger. It came with the crinkle cut fries, and man, and
Kind of a smash type deal.
a
or
little,
not,
not really smashy,
Yeah.
but I topped it off with a Blizzard, of course.
Of course you did.
Twix just dropped a first of its kind candy bar, and this one is going to leave you scratching your head. Sabor Banoffee.
Huh?
What?
Sabor Banoffee.
I
think that's what it is.
never heard of it.
Well, it's traditional crispy coated, chocolate coated crispy bar
It's easy for you to say.
filled with caramel alongside a mixture of banana and toffee.
Yes. Oh, you're talking my language.
Banoffee.
Yum.
The combo has been a fan favorite flavor in the UK for decades. Banoffee. Then there's the coconut. Cocada, they call it. Sabor cocada. Coconut. You'll have to book a trip to Brazil. The Banoffee flavor is debuting there. Fans are excited for this new trendy flavor, but are disappointed by the lack of availability in the U.S. Let me ask you this:
Well,
when they have that banana toffee, is it like a Laffy Taffy, the banana flavor in Laffy
Oh,
Taffy, which
right.
is so bad?
Oh no! Please tell me
Yeah,
it's
it's
not.
so not banana.
It's too fakey fake.
Oh, so fake. Oof.
And I mean, I know you're not. You have to put some flavoring in there.
Yeah. But banana
what do
flavoring
you-
for some reason doesn't taste like actual bananas.
No.
Never understand why that is.
I'd like the coconut. Please, could we get this?
I bet that's real coconut.
I bet it is.
Chick-fil-A giving away free chicken this week.
What?
You know why?
Why?
Because it's National Appreciation Day for everything, from French fries to best friends this year. Chick-fil-A brings back a national holiday with a giveaway unlike any other. July 14th marks Cow Appreciation Day.
Oh, does it?
Is this
Yes.
another app deal? Do I need to go play this game again for the chicken?
The last Cow Appreciation Day was back in 2019. The reason for the revival, besides a love for silly farm animals and the chain's infamous marketing campaign, is to celebrate 80 years of Chick-fil-A. To participate in the fast food party, all you have to do is dress up like the chain's iconic cows or in cow-themed attire to redeem one free entree.
Oh,
From
well,
7 a.m. to 7 p.m., customers dressed in black and white spots can visit their local Chick-fil-A to receive some free chicken.
see, I wish these were on the same day because I still have my waffle fries. I only have till today to go get them.
Uh-oh.
And then tomorrow starts the Chick-fil-A sandwich. So I'd like to get them both. Suppose they let me just carry this over to the 14th?
I don't think so.
Probably not.
I'm betting that's
Gotta
the
eat 'em
reason why they're
separately?
doing. Yes,
No.
afraid so.
Losers.
Who's getting dressed up to go there? Please tell me. I guess
You
kids,
might be surprised.
Kids are out of school, What was that one time they did it at the Hoover location there on 150 across from the Galleria.
Yeah.
Somebody was out there with a white T-shirt and they had taken a Sharpie and just putting some circles on the white T-shirt
Sure,
and said,
little
"I'm
black
dressed,"
dots.
and they gave him this sandwich. And I'm
There
like,
you go. What, you expected
what if I
more?
did little dots, like just like little itty bitty pin dots on the T-shirt?
I don't know that
Would
they'll
that
let you
work?
get away with that.
No.
I think you need the
Could
big dots.
could I cut out pieces of paper and
You could do that.
darken
You
them
could,
and then
you
pin them
could-
to my shirt?
You could attach them. You could
Yeah.
tape them or whatever. But yeah, you'd have to. It's got to be Guernsey.
Yeah.
You got to make it look like a.
Or you could wear a
Guernsey.
black shirt and put white.
I suppose that's possible.
patches
Yes,
on
I
there,
suppose that's
right?
possible. A classic pepperoni pizza will always be a crowd pleaser, but the beauty of its simple ingredients make it the ideal canvas for new pizza inventions. Pizza Hut has been credited for popularizing stuffed crust back in the 90s, as well as well known for its delicious pan pizza offerings. But turns out the pizza chain's still pumping out new creations, including a recent menu item receiving much praise, the Crispy Parm Pan Pizza. Starts with the original pan pizza, adds a baked layer of crispy Parmesan cheese to the outer crust, as well as more cheese to the entire pie. We're figuring out ways to get more cheese
Into your pizza.
and into your body. Depending on location, this medium-sized pie is $10 with one topping, meaning you'll get double the cheese at a pretty affordable price.
Pretty good.
Okay. Sam's Club has a cozy new bakery item on the shelves.
What is it?
Cozy. Pumpkin cream cheese blondies. Not pumpkin spice.
Just pumpkin.
Pumpkin
Mm-hmm.
cream cheese blondies. Snack Factory. Oh, wait a minute. They have a different one here. That's a different. This was last year's. Snack Factory pumpkin spice white cream pretzel crisps. Jeez. Blondies feature a pumpkin spice loaf cake. Think warm cinnamon, nutmeg, and pumpkin flavors, swirled with a rich cream cheese filling. Instagrammer at Sam's Club Food Review says the blondies are soft and chewy with golden edges and dense center of soft cream cheese. What it looks like to me,
It looks like a muffin, kind of.
to me, it kind of looks like a cinnamon roll.
No. Well, it does, but when you pick it up, it looks like a muffin.
I see. I see whereof you speak.
You see?
Yes.
When you pick it up, it's muffin-like.
I don't think I'll be picking those up.
They look really good.
Okay.
We're not counting calories when we're eating those, Richard.
Clearly not. And the best M&Ms ever are finally back at Dollar General because when you think about quality items,
You're going to Dollar General to get your M&Ms?
I mean,
Sure.
Clover Valley is it, isn't it?
Clover Valley.
That's the top quality. That's the creme de la creme, I think. Yeah.
You sure about that?
One flavor is suddenly everywhere just in time for summer. From donuts to coffee and drive-thrus, everything is getting a citrusy makeover. Orange cream is having a major moment. The nostalgic flavor, inspired by classic creamsicle pops, is the ultimate summertime throwback, and now even our favorite candies are getting into the trend, including M&Ms. M&M's has been quietly making one of the best orange cream candies out there for years, and just like clockwork, it's back again this year exclusively at Dollar General. Why? Some fans have even called it their favorite candy and the best M&M's ever.
Orange vanilla cream.
Yeah, it's a creamsicle. It's weird to me, you know. I mentioned that store that I won't go into because of the other people in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you've mentioned that.
Yeah, well,
The other people
just down the strip
down the road.
is a Dollar General.
Mm-hmm.
The same people shop there. I have no problems going in there for some reason. I don't know why. I walk into there and I'm like, yeah, this is pretty much the same crowd that you're going to find at the food store
Uh-huh.
3 doors
Yeah,
down.
don't mention what it is.
Not mentioning the
No.
name of it.
Don't.
I'll give you a hint.
No.
Skippy's son works there.
Does he really?
Yeah, he's a bagger.
Is that right?
I haven't seen him, but I was told that he works there.
Huh. Well, good for him.
Uh-huh. I'm glad that he's employed. I mean, good Lord, if he's waiting for his father to bring home the bacon, he's going to have a long wait. 9:49.
It's a great summer job.
With, yes, it is. Absolutely. 9:49 with Dixon Divining, Talk 995, talk995.com. We shall get to the Dixon Divining question of the day coming up next. 9:54, Talk 99.5, Talk995.com. Alabama Men's Clinic ready to test your testosterone and get you on a program to get it where it needs to be, all in one fell swoop. That's right, $99 for your initial consultation. I got to tell you, that's a money loser for these guys because they have to do an on-the-spot test. They do a lab test on your blood, and they check a couple of things, your PSA and, of course, your testosterone, and they'll find out where you stand. And if it turns out that you are between 600 and 900 and they can't really do anything for you, they'll ask you a few questions. You know, are you struggling with ED? You want to do something about your hair loss, your weight loss, whatever. If the answer is no, then, hey, pack up. You're on your way. Life is good. If, on the other hand, your testosterone is not between 600 and 900, they're going to talk to you about what it's going to take to get you into that zone. And you're going to want to be in that zone. It'll make you feel so much better. You'll have more energy. You'll be awake. You'll be ready for action. I mean, able to play with the kids, the grandkids, whatever. And that's what the Alabama Men's Clinic is aiming for, is to get you back in the game, man. There, and of course, like I say, ED, hair loss, weight loss, they do all of it. The Alabama Men's Clinic, 598-7000 or alabamamensclinic.com, alabamamensclinic.com. You can make an appointment there in 30 seconds or less. Kathy says, I had a dachshund that was born 3 houses down from our fire station. Emergency was her favorite show. She would howl every time they turned on the sirens.
Because they ran a lot through that show. It wasn't one or two times. It was like that was a big filler for the show.
Of course.
Getting in the fire truck and turning the sirens on and heading down the road.
Mm-hmm. Emergency was one of my favorite shows as a child. I thought the name Randolph Mantooth was the coolest ever, says Scott. Nice. Let's see. Which show has the better ratings, y'all or Andrew, says Richard? Well, clearly us. We have the better. Let's just say, who has a better class of listener? Mm-hmm. Is really the question.
Yep.
Yeah.
We win, hands down.
By a lot.
Yep.
It's not even close. We're not really picking on Skippy's listeners. We love you all. Dean says, I love the watermelon banana flavor. Okay. Watermelon doesn't taste like watermelon either. That's the other one that I find really highly questionable. Let's see here. Damn it, Glenn says, Steve, you're are the best.
Okay.
Yeah, you are looking at that literally. I just realized that too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we got talking about Sam Neill passing away this morning, and I told him we had talked about it a little bit earlier today, and I'll do a full dive into his life tomorrow.
All righty. Lindsey Graham gets nothing. No love at all. I see how things are.
I hate it. You got so many to pick from.
It seemed more of a news thing to me, so I let you guys have Lindsey Graham.
That's true. Rob G says, Chick-fil-A cows are Holsteins, not Guernseys. Go back to Minnesota, Richard.
Wow.
Oh, no.
Dang.
I shall have to return to my village in shame.
Yes, you shall.
Whatever shall I do? I don't know what happened, but all of my windows closed on me. So while we're doing this,
Dixon and Vining's question of the day.
I shall attempt to dig it back up again. It's something along the lines of, give me a vague Facebook post that would make people say, what's going on? I love it when people do that, don't you?
Yes.
What do you got, Steve?
I'm just the kind of person who would be the guy who would go, so I got to thinking yesterday, put like the ellipses, the 3 little periods, and then just leave it.
Leave it. Just walk away. What do you got, Valerie?
I said she poured it into his bourbon at least a half a dozen times.
Oh. Yeah. What? What was it?
We don't know. My personal favorite is prayers are needed. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, that pretty much sums up me all the time, every day.
I'd really
Prayers
like
are
to
always
pray. I'd
needed.
like to pray more specifically for
Yeah.
you.
Could I please know what
What
I'm
is it?
praying
Are we
for?
praying because you're happy? Are you praying because you're sad? You got a surgery, a loved one injured?
Everything.
answers.
What is
Pray
it?
for everything.
All the time. Danny says, when you pee, it should never be chunky, right? Asking for a friend.
Yeah, the asking for a friend part.
Pete says, I'm down to only 3. I got to go. Huh? Michelle, I have a precious boy who sometimes pukes on my cleavage. What?
Ooh.
April, don't believe them. He had it coming. What? James, do you have... Yeah, never mind. Mark, they will never find me. Bwah, ha, 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 ha.
Well, you keep posting on the internet, I bet you they do.
Bob says, remember, don't call me for bail money. Matt, Play Marvin Gaye when you read the answers on 99.5. Brian says his own lawyer is screwing him over. Never mind his wife's lesbian affair. What, Brian? Jeremy, get to the chopper. Does anyone on board know how to fly a plane? Just asking, says Sherry. It's got word they're mostly contained and shouldn't be contagious. Back to you, Bob. Good news. The diarrhea slowed down, says Kyle.
That's a real thing these days.
Moved
Could
to
be,
an
yeah.
undisclosed location. That's it for us. We are out of here. Back tomorrow.